Today I will show you how to make this crazy aura effect. Yo, it's Povikas here, and I'm super excited to show you how to make this effect, so let's just hop into After Effects and let's make the effect. Alright guys, so in After Effects I have a clip of one and only from one of his music videos, and all you need to do right now is just duplicate your clip that you want to have the aura effect on. So let's just press Ctrl D and this will duplicate our clip, and now we need to right click on the clip and go to pre-compose, and here we need to call this to Roto brush and press on move all attributes into new composition and make sure this is on and press OK. And now double press on the pre-composition. And here what we need to do is Roto brush the clip. So now let's double press again here and go to the Roto brush tool, or if you're using newer After Effects, there's also object masking tool, which should make this super easy. So what you just need to do now is Roto brush the part that you want to have the aura effect on. So you could just Roto brush the trees if you want the trees to have Roto brush. Obviously nobody wants that, so usually people either want like the character, or it could be like just hands, or it could be like a gun that they're holding, something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to Roto brush out one and only. So yeah, just make sure to Roto brush the object you want to have the aura effect on, and I'll come back after I'm done Roto brushing. Alright guys, so I'm done Roto brushing and I came back to the main composition, and here if I turn off the clip layer, it's just going to have the Roto brush layer. You don't even have to do a good job at the Roto brush. Look, it's like pretty bad, but it's going to work fine because this is like an aura effect, so you don't have to have this perfect. So I'm gonna turn on the clip again. So now what you need to do is go to the link in the description and download the free overlay, the aura overlay. So I'll drag and drop it on top of here, and I'll press S, and I'll just scale it up to the max size. So actually make it to 150, and also turn off the audio. And here you just need to drag and drop the aura overlay below your Roto brush, and now go to this track mate. If it's not here, then press on this toggle switch modes, and then press again. Like you just have to press so you can find this, and press on alpha mate Roto brush. And now it's going to be the smoke. Now the smoke is super slow, by the way. So what you need to do is press Ctrl Alt T on the smoke layer. This will bring up time remap. So we need to drag the last point of the time remap to where our Roto brush ends. So it ends right here. And this is how it's going to look right now. That looks super cool. But obviously we're just getting started. So here on the Roto good layer, we can add an effect called Deep Glow 2. But real quick before we do anything, go back to the aura layer and right click and go to blending mode and make it to add. So because we actually want to see the smoke. And here we have like a super tiny smoke effect, kind of like an aura effect. It looks pretty cool, but we're going to adjust it to make it way cooler. Also, this doesn't have to be like deep glow. It can also be like just a glow effect. So we could just add the glow and make the glow radius like really high and the threshold a bit lower. So that could also work, but I'm going to use a paid plugin called Deep Glow 2. They're going to do almost the exact same right now. And with the Deep Glow 2, I like to go to Style, and I like to go to Chromatic Aberration, and I like to turn on Enable Pixel Aberration. And here, make the pixel offset to like 117. And now like these kind of like ghosts will start to pop out, which looks really dope. And that's pretty much it for the deep glow. So now this effect is going to look pretty cool, but what we need to do is turn off the clip layer now, so we only see this. And now press on this button, which will toggle the transparency on, and now we need to render out just this part of the ghost. So we go to composition, add to render queue, go to lossless, and here change the format to QuickTime and make the channels to RGB plus alpha, and go and press OK. And now go and save it somewhat. So we can call this like a aura Roto brush, and press save, and now render. And now go back to the aura effect, turn back on the clip layer, and you can already turn off this aura overlay. And now go to wherever you saved your aura Roto brush and drag and drop. Now it's going to be dark like this. So what you need to do is go back to blend mode and turn it back to add. So we could see it like this. So that's going to look really cool. That's actually the same thing we just had, but on top of here we're going to add some effects. So here I also like to add more glow, so you can add the normal glow, but I'm gonna add Deep Glow 2 again, and this time I'll make the radius smaller, so like 500, and the exposure way lower to like 0.1. And now let's add some color to this. So let's add 4 color gradient, and I'm just going to take this point and press on this color, and take this point and press on this color. Of course, pick any colors you want, by the way. Like you can go into this and change around the colors. I just like these colors in my opinion. They look really really good. And let's make the blend mode to color, but I don't like how it's just this color, so I'm going to make the opacity a bit lower to like 50%. And now this looks absolutely amazing, by the way. I mean, that is just insane right there. But if we're literally trying to max this out, we can just add as distort chroma and add it on top of every single one of these effects. Now this effect does require the Sapphire plugin, but it's barely needed. You can skip this part. And here I like to make it to 0.1 on the amount, and that's pretty much it for this effect. So if you turn off this distort chroma, this is how it looks, and this is how it looks after. And now to make everything even cooler, we can go below the Roto brush effect and press Ctrl-Alt-Y. Actually, not below everything, but on top of the clip layer. And here we can add S hotspots if you do have the Sapphire plugin, and also add CC vignette, for which you don't need any plugin. And at the start, make the amount to 0 for the CC vignette and the threshold to 0 of the S hotspots, and go to the ending of our clip, make the threshold like 0.65 and the amount to like 230. And now press U and we will see all of the keyframes, and we can select them all and press F9. So now this will just add this darkness that comes in. And also while selecting all of the keyframes, we can go to the graph editor and make sure to have edit speed graph and press on this point and drag this point forward and drag this point forward as well. And this is how it's going to look now. That is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this effect. It works super well for music videos. I mean, that is just crazy. And if you would like to have some variations, well, we can duplicate this or a Roto brush layer, and I will uncheck the first layer, and here I'm gonna delete all of the effects just so these effects are saved, you know. And on top of here we can add different variations, as I said. So I'm gonna go to animation presets, user presets, and here I will use some of my presets from my Flickr presets pack, which I will have linked in the description. This pack is the absolute gold for crazy effects. I'm just going to drag and drop Flickr Rainbow 3 and you will see what I'm talking about. So this is the result we get with Flickr Rainbow 3. That looks absolutely incredible. Just like that, super cool. And I'm gonna delete the Flickr Rainbow right now. And I'm just gonna drag and drop the first Flickr Rainbow. I mean, there's plenty of variations. I won't show all of the variations, but now I'm showing just some of my favorite ones. And this is how the Flickr Rainbow looks like. Absolutely incredible effect. That just actually looks like an aura effect. And I'm now gonna delete that effect. And the last one I'll show is from the neon flickers from the Flickr presets pack as well. It's a subfolder, so I'm gonna drag and drop Flickr Glow 1. And here's how the Flickr Glow 1 looks like. Might even be my favorite one. That just looks absolutely incredible. So yeah guys, if you would like to have over 25 crazy Flickr effects, these are not only just like the glowy effects, but these effects are also used to create crazy flickers for your music videos or insane edits. So I definitely recommend to check it out. And by the way, Flickr presets are also a part of my all packs bundle, which includes all of my presets packs combined and also all of my future packs literally for free. So that is literally the best deal on my entire website, so I'll definitely recommend to check it out, and I'll have that linked in the description. But anyways guys, that's about it for the video. And if you'd also like to learn how to make a crazy smoke effect, then I'll have a video pop up somewhere here on the screen so you could easily check it out. But anyways, have a great day. See ya!